Welcome back, YouTube, to episode 3 of the Kenshi Let's Struggle. All my guys were left off in the same spot as before. We had moved to Squinn, and I decided that we needed to get money coming in. Having our mining set up, I got people mining, and I got Shaggy to lift someone and carry the ore we had. Now, I wanted Shaggy to get some strength XP because he was very low on strength. Having him being the leader of our party, he should be at the top. During this, probably 10 minutes after, we get attacked by a high paladin. Right when I see his numbers and his name, I'm like, fuck it, we gotta book it. But we couldn't, so we go back to the town gate and a huge brawl starts, and this is where there's basically a war between my party and the high paladins and then the Sheks. Now, our party gets taken out pretty easily. Even B01 got taken out like nothing, just because we're all already pretty damaged from the last episode. We aren't strong at all. Now, after this, I got everyone healed up though and started to loot around. Now, a lot of these high paladins had pretty good armor, pretty good weapons, and pretty good shit to sell. I also decided to find any of the stragglers to use our guys to fight. That way we get that little bit of extra experience that we desperately need. Now, I sold all my weapons and some ore and the armor we had collected, and we had 46k cats, which is pretty good for day 9, and we're doing pretty decent. We're well off at least. Now, I go outside and I meet this guy, Grog Buck. He wanted to join our party, so I was like, sure, why not? We definitely need more people, so I felt like we could support another member. And right away, this high paladin comes back to life like a fucking zombie and tries to attack people with broken arms. But he quickly gets fucked up. But because we joined in the battle, I think one of our guys swang and hit one of the Squinn guards. So then they just started fucking up all of our guys even more. And this is when Bangs got his limb chopped the fuck off when he was getting assaulted. Genghis Kong gang stomped by the Squinn guards. Now, this wasn't good. I knew we weren't prepared for a loss of a limb, because it would set in place a motion of events that I didn't want to happen. But it was alright. I had to get through it. So now I went to buy some maps. No locations near me though that I could really go to for any supplies like prosthetic limbs. So I decided to go on my map and check out a spot that I knew from a previous playthrough had an outpost near it. So I gathered my party and we made our way out there. We ran into dust bandits, and luckily only a couple of them saw us, and they only saw Lucy. So Lucy got fucked up, but then he got patched up and we picked him up and I brought them to the outpost. Now, unfortunately, this outpost didn't sell prosthetic limbs, so I had to go to then the high village, because I know the high villages are on the outskirts of Vane. That was along this way that we found triage bandits, and it was all right, you know. We're doing pretty good, and we're getting good XP. But boom, like one after another, they just start coming in and swarming in like fucking bugs. We quickly get overwhelmed, and most of our party ends up dropping like nothing. It turns out again to be B01, the sole survivor, and you know, it was a good way for him to get some toughness XP, but he quickly got finished after a bit. And once they left, I decided everybody get healed up, pick up the injured, and make our way back out. Now, our party was sneaking through the desert because we didn't want to be spotted by anything and beat up even more. And it was along this way that I found an armor shop. I wanted to get some better armor for B01 so he could move around better and also be protected better. And I forgot that Lassie still has Crow's Chosen armor, so the moment he stepped out, some 100 guardians mistook him for a Crow's Chosen. Now, I took off his armor, and that didn't make a difference. They took him out, his leg, and the rest of my party. Now, I had no leg in my inventory. I had another member who was missing a leg, and all we could do was patch up, pick up our wounded, and get the fuck back to Squinn. Now along the way we only found one hill marauder. He got murked, so it was no worries, and by nightfall our party were approaching Squinn. I got everyone to go into the bar because everybody was fucking beat up, to no surprise, and I got food because turns out everybody was starving too. Now you could only imagine Bangs' reaction when this all happened, as instead of him coming in with a new leg, it was only she coming in without one of his own legs to give the news that yeah, they didn't find any legs and Lassie had lost his leg in the process. I decided we had to go east because I knew there was another way station somewhere east of a border zone near the south. Now during this, our guy Bep, he got stuck on a food storage, so I had to dismantle it and build a new food storage. Shout out to Bep for slowing down this episode. And we made it to the outpost pretty easily, no worries, surprisingly. We got in and I looked at the legs available and I purchased 2 different legs, a scout leg and a skeleton leg. Now our party goes out of the outpost and on their way back to Squinn, as they need to deliver these legs back to our other party members that have no legs now. Now it was on this way that I found a bunch of black ninja gennings and I thought, maybe we can go right by them. No, we couldn't. Got into a massive war with the Black Ninja Gennins. B01, Sole Survivor, was sticking it out. I decided to take off his heavy weapon to see if he could do better with just a lighter sword. And it looked like he was doing a little bit better, but he was mostly just blocking hits. They still landed in a bunch, but to be fair, he was going 1v5 at all times. Now once they had left, I got everybody up to heal, and we picked up Shaggy, who was only unconscious, and made it back. Alright, straight up, I was trying to smoke a bong here and I noticed my camera's going off and my people were being attacked. And I look over and we're being attacked by dust bandits. Now B01 is doing the trifecta of defense. He's not landing very many hits, but he's at least blocking a lot of them, except for the dozen or so arrows. Now they did finish him off, unfortunately. The moment we try to patch up people, they were still in the vicinity, so they took out our people that got up right away. Now once they did make their leave, I was able to pick up our one unconscious party member and try and make it back to Squinn. I checked in on our guys because it turns out that they were starving there because I had forgot to purchase them food. Now as along this way, we got attacked by hungry bandits. And this battle lasted for quite a bit. Now we did pretty good, I'd say. Like Shaggy and B01 definitely did the most. They're hitting the most hits off, but Shaggy went down, and B01, I decided I wanted to get his dodge up, and it went up from 9 to 16. I'm also gonna try and train him in martial arts. Now I took off his weapon so he could try and get some martial arts training in, as I knew I wasn't gonna win this battle either way. But either way, we end up getting back to Squinn eventually after another day. And right away, this trade man tries to sell me a lantern for 2.5k. He tells me I can only get it once, and I hastily buy this. You guys can meme me in the comments. I don't know, I thought it might be a part of like some fucking content for the game or some shit, so I was like, I'll buy it just in case. But once we entered Squinn, I noticed that there was a bunch of loot lying around. So I picked it all up and went to the shop to sell it all. After picking it all up, I went to go give the limbs to my guys, but I realized I had bought 2 left legs, and Lassie needs a right leg. So I need to go back out and get more legs soon. I was not impressed with myself, but I mean, at least Bangs had his leg and he was functional again. Now I brought everyone to the bar to sleep off some of their wounds as they're all injured, and Bangs found a wounded guy and got some nice experience on him. He was hitting this guy for a good straight minute. After this, I got Shaggy, B01, Shalaska, and Bangs to all pick up bodies and get ore in their pockets. That way they could train strength XP by walking up and down the town. Halfway through this, Shalaska's guy woke up and beat the fuck out of him, but it was alright. He got back up later and was back at it. Now Bangs ended up because I thought I had clicked on my house, but it was not my house, someone else's house. Bangs got messed up real fast, and he now has a bounty out for him in Squinn. He would wake up and then get attacked. I put him on passive, it still didn't work. They just attacked him and left him there, so I put him in my house for now. After this, I sold all of the ore because our stats had increased quite a bit. We had 52k though, and we're doing pretty good. Now after this, I went to go do some more strength trading, but my game just crashed, and I was like, I'll end the play session there. So I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, let me know in the comment section. Leave a like and subscribe, as it helps support my channel and show me that you guys want to see more videos like this. Anyways, everyone, take it easy. Thank you for sticking it out and watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.